Yo, what's good, people? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another little late night stream for you guys and gals. We're going to be back doing these on a regular basis, usually around about 9 or 10, especially if there's some real new legit transfer news, which there isn't necessarily tonight, but I'm just saying, like, we will definitely be on these evening shows, giving you the latest rundown of what's happened in the evening in regards to the transfer window with United. So, thanks for getting in, everyone. Nas786, Bell691, Ben Dorr, Vincent Bullock, Reaper King, and all the rest of you legends. Thanks for joining us for tonight's little chat. We've got a bit to get into, not too much, but we're going to cover it all in this video. Do us a favour at the start of this show and smash that like button. Give it a massive thumbs up. It's free to like. Sharing's caring as well. If you want to give it a cheeky little share around, you can tweet it out or retweet it. The tweet is pinned to the top of the live chat there. Go give us a cheeky little retweet if you want. That'll help the show out as well. And get yourself subscribed, of course, and get yourself in the chat and say hello. Rory C, David Hodge, Tim Clerdon, Tom Lees, Rajat Valacia, Duncan Balifo, Ben Dorr, Paul Holland, Rajat, Disco Dave, the Voutilator, and everybody else. Vooty says we've got 23 likes. That's great, guys. Well, we can do better than that, my friends. Hit the thumbs up button as you're joining us, and let's be having you. So we're going to have a Q&A at the end. Let's get into the sort of the first main bits of news. Of course, you can see from the thumbnail, we're going to be talking a little bit about João Felix tonight. There is a little bit more information that's come out this evening in regards to Felix, just some reports coming out from various places such as Relevo, and this is a report via United District from Relevo, which says that, or however you pronounce it, which says that Man United are willing to offer Atletico Madrid €4 million plus the full salary for João Felix. It would be a simple loan with no buy option. Atletico consider this far from what they want. They'd accept close to 12 or 13 million euros plus the full salary. So at the moment, it seems like perhaps there is some negotiations taking place, but ultimately what's happening is that Manchester United don't want to pay a huge loan fee in order to get this player just for the remainder of the season. Whereas Atletico Madrid, they're looking for a huge loan fee in order to let this guy for the remainder of the season. So it's one of those. It's like they'll probably meet somewhere in the middle if it's feasible, or they won't, but maybe 8 million, 7 million, 6 million, somewhere around about that, just to sweeten it a little bit from Manchester United could perhaps bring this in. We know the situation with Felix is that, this is the latest, really. David Ornstein, a couple of days ago, reported that Atletico Madrid are ready to loan João Felix. Man United and Arsenal, main contenders at present, both expressing firm interest in 23-year-old forward, but nowhere near the €21 million package that Atletico Madrid currently want, which is €15 million fee plus €6 million wages for 6 months. So you're talking about investing, €21 million just for a player that's not even going to be there come the end of the campaign. So it is just too much money for those sorts of terms. Maybe if there's some kind of buy option for later on, maybe it wouldn't be so outlandish. But of course, that seems to be the stumbling block at the moment, is that they are asking for a bit too much money. If we look at some of the other buzz that's going around here, this is actually from Arsenal Buzz, but it just says, via TalkSport, João Felix is left out of Atletico Madrid's Copa del Rey squad amid transfer links to Man United, Arsenal and Chelsea. Additionally, Relevo reports Felix hasn't returned to training with Atleti as he doesn't want to risk injury for a potential January move. So there is some various information that's coming out that sort of paints a picture that maybe this move's more likely than not, i.e. the move of João Felix to go somewhere is not that unrealistic. So this is from Transfers MUFC on Twitter as well. The situation between João Felix and Atletico Madrid is very tense. The Portuguese is determined to leave in January. In fact, he has not returned to training as he does not want to risk an injury that may jeopardise his transfer. So it does seem like he wants out of the football club there, doesn't it? I would take him in a heartbeat if we can get the deal done. I mean, hopefully they can. They've just saved a lot of money on Cristiano Ronaldo, essentially. They let him go, terminated the deal. Okay, they've lost something in regards to letting Ronaldo go, marketability, some commercial revenue and that kind of thing. But they're saving $500,000 a week. So it's not really that outlandish to think that they could cover João Felix's wages for 6 months and pay a reasonable fee up front. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you would love to see João Felix turn out at Old Trafford on just a season-long loan deal, the remainder of the season-long loan. It makes sense for everybody, I think. I don't think it's a very nice situation over there for him at Atletico and Simeone and all this kind of stuff. Maybe they will stand to make a good fee that they could just otherwise not generate by allowing this guy to go and play the remainder of the season. Bell6891, by the way, thank you so much for being a member of this channel for 25 months. I can see your highlighted comment there. He says, I wasted my memory milestone to say this. Quality Bell691 as ever, my son. Let's get hashtag 25 in there for Bell691. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much indeed for being a member for over 2 years, mate. 25 in the chat, everyone, for Bell. What a legend. Okay, so most people would be interested. Some people say no. Timothy Roberts says no. He would rather Mitrovic. I mean, if João Felix is not available for a proper permanent transfer, maybe it does make sense for us to go and try and get a proper permanent transfer for a player that might be here long term. That also makes sense. Or we just get a player in the temporary position like now with João Felix just on loan, and then we can maybe look to address the situation properly in the summer. But there is other options as well. How about Choupo-Moting, guys? Choupo-Moting apparently is being linked with Manchester United. Florian Plettenberg and Sky Sports in Germany and various different other outlets around the gaff are reporting that there's some sort of loose interest from Manchester United in taking this melter on loan of the remainder of the season, 33-year-old Choupo-Moting. He might as well be called Gasher No Thing, because I do not want him anywhere near Manchester United, I'll tell you that. Not for me. It's a no from me, guys. Choupo-Moting, yes or no? But it's a no from me, guys. Hey, Berber, what's going on, you legend? How you getting on? Oh, he says in regards to João Felix, £20 million for 5 months. No, thanks. Yeah, it is outlandish. I mean, I think what will happen is we'll probably meet someone in the middle. I could see us doing something like paying €8 million up front, you know, essentially 7 million quid, €8 million up front, and then later on, you know, there's a conversation about maybe a potential option to buy. But €8 million up front, pay the wages. It's still a significant investment for Man United in the short term. But if that investment could be the difference between us winning the league or not, then it's actually kind of a decent acquisition for a quick fix. But whether or not that would have the impact we want, who knows? Moting is no thing, says Madhouse. Fuck that guy, says Aiden. Oh shit, have I just accidentally banned somebody in the chat? I don't know. If I have, mods, please fix that. I don't know if I just accidentally did something there. What's going on, Big Garney? He says, we ain't getting Felix. Atletico a dream of an Mbappe-esque fee. Crazy one. Yeah. No, that's right. I mean, they paid a pretty crazy fee for João Felix to begin with, didn't they? How much was it? It was over 100 million. It was a heck, 130 or something crazy, wasn't it? So they paid a heck of a lot of money. Euros, I mean. They're not going to get anywhere near that, obviously, back for him. But they are, like you say, looking out for big money for the guy. And which Man United aren't going to fork out right now on this guy anyway for a permanent transfer. It's possible we could maybe have an obligation to buy or even an option. Yeah, just an option to buy in the summer if we had a successful loan spell with him. But there has to be an agreement in the fee, which doesn't seem to be coming anytime soon. So, yes, does look like the situation is not very good between João Felix and Atletico Madrid. And it's being reported that he's not returned to training as he does not want to risk an injury that may jeopardise a transfer away from the club. So reports are there's a few different teams that are interested. Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, all reportedly interested in taking this guy in some sort of loan capacity. David Ornstein has reported, the latest is anyway, that Atletico Madrid are ready to loan him out. So, you know, Man United, Arsenal are the main contenders, both expressing an interest in him. So it's possible that there could be a deal done. But Man United at the moment do not want to meet the valuation that they are, you know, asking for. Man United are willing to offer Atletico Madrid around about €4 million. This is a report anyway that's come out this evening, and plus full salary for João Felix, but it would be a simple loan with no buy option at all. Atletico consider this far from what they want. They'd accept close to 12 or 13 million plus the full salary. Probably what they would like is, you know, quite a lot up front, and then maybe with some sort of an option to buy in there if it is a successful spell for a hefty amount of money. Man United would just want a short-term deal here for this player. But either way, it's a possibility. I think if you analyse it, or if you look at all the different options that we can have in the number 9 position, or somebody like him who could play, you know, a deeper as well, but certainly is going to get you goals and create up the top of the pitch. Like these sorts of players, we have to get somebody. We've got to get somebody to add some goals and, you know, to help us out for the remainder of the campaign. So he probably is one of the best ones to go for. There's not that many, you know, available to us because of the lack of funds that are available because of the Glazer shithouses anyway, and the fact they spent a lot in the summer. I don't see them spending 70 million on a player in this window. So therefore, I think it's probably most likely we do go for these loan deals. We do go for somebody on loan, even if they do have to fork out 6 or 7 mil up front for a player who's not even going to be here. they don't have to go and spend the full money, do they? And when they're tossing up thinking about maybe selling the football club, maybe they don't want to go out there and spend huge money to bring a player in right now. So that's the problem. We are faced with just shithouse owners that, let's face it, are not properly helping in this sort of arena. When we have a player that's available, we need a requirement in January, doesn't seem like they have that strong of an emphasis to go and make it happen, because it's already the 4th of Jan now. Other players have gone to other teams, such as Cody Gakpo, etc. We haven't had that same desire to go and get somebody really early to try and help Ten Hag as much as possible. So now we're going to be facing teams with Tony Marcio up top there, nice one, which is fine, but it's not the best possible, situation we could be heading into the rest of the season on. Anyway, so there you go, guys. João Felix is quite likely to move somewhere in this January window because of his overall situation at Atletico. And, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man United are kind of realistic for him. But other than that, it's beyond what really is negotiable between the clubs and Atletico, because it's just they're asking for too much money. They're asking for too much money, guys. So that's what's going on there. And what's this? A couple of other updates have just come in here. What's this all about then? Rushmana. Okay, right, yeah. Interesting. So, yes, after all this, there's just an update from Fab this evening in regards to Enzo Fernandez, who was on the radar for Manchester United previously. We're not going in for any players like that because, like I say, our shitters owners do not want to spend anywhere near the amount of money it takes to get these sorts of players in there anymore. But Chelsea official proposal for Enzo Fernandez was never 120 million euros or 127 million euros. The final proposal made to Benfica was an 85 million euro fee. Chelsea have never discussed 120 million release clause. There's no agreement at all after new meeting in the afternoon, as revealed earlier. That's interesting. Thanks for the latest update there. So there we go, guys. João Felix, though, just to get back onto João Felix, he is going somewhere, quite likely, but whether it's Man United, who knows? Told you it wasn't a great update, guys, but we could get in on loan, I suppose, if they can reach an agreement. It's just that they're not going to really reach an agreement that easily or quickly, I don't think, because they want so much and we don't want to pay that much. There you go. You think Chelsea would do it at 6 million, says John Anderson. Well, I'll ask the live chat, John. Where do you see this man ending up at the end of this January transfer window? Does he stay at Atletico? Does he go to Chelsea, Arsenal, United? Where do you think he most realistically ends up? I mean, I do think probably Man United. We are crying out, dying for a player like that at the moment, even if it's in the short term. It's a big profile club. We are in the Champions League spots at the moment. I could see it happening. I could actually see it happening, but who knows? United, says Vincent. Chelsea, says Mank Yank. Probably us, says Aiden. United, says Pete Morris. United, says Nas786. He knows he will play if he comes to us. That's another great point as well, Burber. Yeah, there you go. So he's got a great a role to fulfill in this football club, doesn't he? If you was him, you'd pick Arsenal. Said nobody apart from you, Drew Who. Why's that then? Because they're top of the league, and I guess you think he might get a trophy or a winner's medal. That's not going to happen, bud. Arsenal are the perennial bottle merchants, lad. You know they're going to slip up and get egg on their face at the end of the season, lad. That's what they do. No, I'm not worried about them winning anything anytime soon like that. Rory says, I just can't see us getting him. Would have Chelsea as favourites, Champions League as well for them. I mean, it's a fair point. Madrid will squeeze someone, but Chelsea are shitting it at the moment with a lot less points than us. Arsenal, we move too slow on transfers, as Rascuna. It's a fair point as well. Like, we're not that quick to actually sign these players up. I do think we miss out quite easily to other teams these days. It used to be we'd get all of the players before the likes of shitting Arsenal, but now we do tend to be a bit slow on the uptake. By the way, we just hit 50 likes on the stream, everybody. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up button. Do hit the likes on it if you haven't done so. Drop a little thumbs up. Give us a subscribe if you're new to the show as well. And get in the chat and say have your say. Knowing us, they will pay the 13 million, says Welsh Red. Do you reckon? I can't see them agreeing a deal for a loan player who's just going to be here for 6 months for 13 million up front and covering his wages. I just can't see it. I think 8 million into the maximum they would possibly go to. And even that sounds pretty crazy because you're just sort of chucking it away when you could go and put that towards a permanent signing. Scarboy, what's going on, mate? Welcome in, mate. Happy New Year to you too as well. Thank you, my friend. Good to see you. What's happening? Mr. T says gash attack. No, it's not good, Raja. It's not good. It's like we are caught between a rock and a very hard rock, because it's that's the problem. Like, we've just got a set of owners who have already spent a couple of $100 million this season. You can't really argue with that, and they're not the type of owners that spend in January anyway. So they will just be shopping around for little bargain deals here if they can get somebody to come in and help out as an extra body. But as Ten Hag said, it's not just a case of going to get somebody or getting a body in here. It's about getting the right player and not about wasting your money. But how much money is truly available for us to spend or for Ten Hag to strengthen in the January window? Probably not all that much, because of how much they spent in the summer. And the situation as well. The situation, the Glazers just want out, or if they don't want out, they're looking to raise investment from other means. And until they've done that, they probably don't want to spend any of their own money. So that's my concern. Tom Fleming, I'm not too bad, mate. Not too bad at all. How are you getting on? The Hoopman says, January, an expensive month for transfers. True, but if you need them, you need them. If you can get them, you know. Stefan Harringtonio, what's going on? Happy New Year, my friend. He says, what are you going to do when the Gooners win the league, says Stefan Harringtonio. Well, I'm probably going to step out of my house and enter into my Tesla flying car, modelled on the old DeLorean, and take off using my own personal thermal nuclear reactor, which is fitted to the top of my flying vehicle. And then I'm going to go and just take a little day trip to the moons of Saturn, I think. That's probably what I'm going to do. I'm looking forward to that, mate, in 2059. I'm looking forward to that in a long old time, but I'm not expecting that to happen anytime soon, pal. But I will look forward to that, yes, when the Gooners win the league, mate, when I'm an old man. Yeah, nice one. Okay, anyway, so... Monte Carlo, big says Rashmado. No, seriously, I don't see them doing it, guys. Come on now, let's be honest now. Come on. Who thinks Arsenal are going to win the league then, guys? Come on, say yes. If you think Arsenal are going to hold out and win the league over the next 17, 18 games and have the consistency to do it, say yes in the chat. If you don't, say no. Stefan says, yes, we are, says FGT. Everybody else says no. It's just not that realistic to expect Arsenal to be able to do that consistently over the rest of the season. They're a bunch of bottle merchants, lad. Vincent says, if you go to the year 2029, can you bring back the lottery numbers from the year 2023? Thank you. Okay, Vincent Bullock, mate. I don't know how easily accessible that would be, though. 6 years in the past. You know what I mean? You'd organise a picnic in Chernobyl if Arsenal win the league, says Berber. Oh, man. Chrissy J, what's going on, says, when Arsenal bottle it, these fans will disappear. Yes, if they buy, says Dutch Christ, well, fair one. They do seem to be in the position now where they're like, you know what, we're going to sort of consolidate our position. They haven't been in this position for a long time where they actually have a realistic chance of winning the league because they're out in front at the moment. They're 9 points ahead of us. They're significantly ahead of City as well. Is it 8 points ahead of City? I think City are only a point ahead of us, aren't they? Yeah, City are 1 point ahead of us at the moment, but City do have a game in hand. But even so, Arsenal 8 points clear at the top. So this is their best time, their best opportunity to win the league for a long time. So it's expected that they will consolidate the position. They're already going after other players, aren't they? Of course, So fair play to them. They will be probably going out there and spending a bit of money. There's also this lad that they're trying to sign. What's his face? I've forgotten his name already. But Arsenal are currently trying to sign somebody, aren't they? Yes. Happy New Year, Dexter Simmons. Thank you very much for asking. Hey, we got 69 likes, dudes. Get in there. Thank you, everyone, for hitting that thumbs up button. I appreciate you all twatting the likes on it, guys. And now we've got 69. So let's see if we can get 100 likes on this stream. But yeah, so the report was Arsenal proposed a deal for Mykhailo Mudryk, whatever. Confirmed as talks are on after a €40 million plus €20 million bid rejected. So that was the latest there in regards to their potential pursuit of that player. So they are trying to do some business. We are not seemingly trying to do as much business right now, as we discussed previously, probably just loan deals that we're looking for, which is a big shame. Berber, thanks Berber. He says lots of games coming fast, injuries and fatigue. We'll get them. Arsenal haven't had it hard yet. Spot on. Yeah, that's a very good point. They had a sort of dream start to the season. Will they be able to keep that up and deal with some injury issues that will appear, and also just the fact that they're a bit of they're bottle merchants. I don't know. I don't think they're going to ride it out to the end of the season and ride off into the sunset at all. How many points have they gotten off the top 4 this season, says Shane McCarthy? It's a very good point. I don't know, actually, but I know we beat them. I know we beat them, mate, 3-1 earlier on in the season when we were shite. So if we're just weighing ourselves up against them based on when we came up against them, they weren't anything to worry about. One thing that will sort of become clear is in a couple of days' time, Manchester United have Manchester City in the league and Arsenal in the league. And once we've faced them, we obviously know sort of what their chances are of winning the league and what our chances are of winning the league. Because if we beat Arsenal, then we've just got just as much a good a chance as winning the league as they do, to be fair, because they're a bunch of bottle merchants, even though they'd still be a few points ahead of us. And same goes for the City game. And if we can get a result in those 2 games, I will start to believe that we can win the league, most definitely. Yeah. Man City will track them down, says Rashad Felicia. Kind of nervous for the derby, says Rashad. Yeah, big time. It's going to be a tough game. That's going to be the hardest game of the season, one of them, especially with what's at stake at this moment, because we are cemented in the top 4. Tottenham did smash it up today, obviously 4-0 win against Palace there. But you can see we are still have a little bit of a cushion. We're 2 points clear of Tottenham in 4th place right now with a game in hand on them. We're also 7 points clear of Liverpool, having played the same amount of games. So we've got ourselves a little cushion there. We want to try and cement this position as top 4 being the minimum expectation this season of what we can get. If we ride out these next couple of fixtures and get some points, we don't have to win both of those games against City and Arsenal. I think that would be a bit beyond realistic. But if we could get a draw and a win out of those 2 games, i.e. draw with City and beat those Arsenal melts, then yeah, I would think that we've got every opportunity, just as much as anybody else, to challenge for the league title. And I actually mean that. It's because Ten Hag's developed the team, and they are actually starting to play well and grind out some good results and pick up wins when ordinarily maybe previously they wouldn't have done so. They've just started to get that organisation, that defensive solidity, and we are starting to look good, and it's likely that we'll win a lot of games between now and the end of the season. So there you go. We'll see how we do against the big boys. We haven't played one of the top teams for a little while, so we will see when we have played Arsenal and City. But I think we're going to surprise a few people. Big up there, Canster Gaming. What's going on? Leagues are won in May, to be honest, except in the SPL, says Stefan Antonio. Nice one. Brilliant stuff. Ravens Mansan, what's going on? And Lucy McNicholas, get in there. Sorry if I missed anyone, guys, but great to have you all in here. Rascuna says, when your top squeaky bum itches longer. When you're top, the squeaky bum time itches longer. Right, got you there, Rascuna. What are you on about for a second then? Hey, Sonic Quantum, he comments and says, hey, Pig, United actually playing football again. Still not too sure if we'll make top 4 because we have tough fixtures ahead. We're in a good position right now. I won't dare think about the title yet. No, I'm saying it a bit tongue-in-cheek, to be fair. Let's face it, top 4 is all we really need. If we could win a Mickey Mouse Cup or something this season, it would be tremendous as well, just to get back to some silverware winning ways. But I'm not expecting us to win the league. No, I think we'll finish 3rd. But we can dream, can't we? And in all fairness, if we do beat Arsenal, we've got every possibility, just as much as those melters have, to win the league. I stand by that statement. If we beat Arsenal, we're just as likely to win it as they are, because they are perennial bottle merchants. Right, okay, yes. So, So we're going to get into the live chat for a Q&A in a minute, folks. I'm just going to do a quick rundown of what we discussed for anybody who's just got in the stream. So it's just regarding João Felix, just a bit of movement in regards to João Felix and his potential departure from Atletico Madrid. There's a few different clubs that are interested in bringing him in some capacity, mostly a loan deal, because the amount of money involved in a full, complete transfer for this guy is just astronomical because they're asking for way too much. But they're asking for a lot and too much in regards to a loan fee as well. They're holding out for somewhere in the region of 12 or 13 million pounds. We've got various other reports in here as well that Man United are the favourites, and we're willing to pay anywhere up to 5 million pounds and wages to sign the player. So another day, another report basically just linking Manchester United to this guy. And it's stated that the Arsenal are also willing to pay a small loan fee at the top of it, but the Telegraph stating that we do not intend to pay what Atletico Madrid actually want for him, which is around about 13 million pounds up front just for a loan fee, which is ridiculous. He does wear the number 7 shirt, which is sort of brought into, question, oh, maybe we could get him just to fill that number 7 void. Maybe the Glazer shithousers could sell some shirts, some João Felix shirts, number 7, and that would recoup some of the loan fee. There is talks about that as well. So, it's not actually outlandish to say that we could get a deal done with them. It's just that they are going to have to come down in their valuation, their price tag. We're willing to offer at the moment, reports anyway, about €4 million plus his full salary. But they're not going to want to let him go for anything less than a lot more than that. But David Ornstein, a couple of days ago, said that they are looking to essentially loan him out. They're ready to loan João Felix. Man United, Arsenal, main contenders at present, both expressed an interest in the guy, but nowhere near the €21 million package that Atletico Madrid are wanting. And also reports a couple of hours ago coming out that João Felix has been left out by Atletico Madrid's Copa del Rey squad amid transfer links to Man United, Arsenal and Chelsea. And additionally, Relevo reports that Felix hasn't returned to training with Atleti as he doesn't want to risk injury for a potential January move. And the situation between João Felix and Atletico Madrid is very tense. The Portuguese is determined to leave in January. In fact, he's not returned to training as he does not want to risk an injury that may jeopardize his transfer. So, yeah, there you go. That's more in regards to this guy. It's not looking likely at the moment, but we'll keep you up to date with exactly what's going on, guys. And also, as we mentioned earlier on in today's previous video, just a quick update on the day's news. If you missed that afternoon video, we are going to be back doing these videos every day and every night, peeps. So if you enjoy these shows, support the show, support the series throughout the transfer window by smacking that like button. It's free, baby. Give it a little thumbs up. Oh, hell yeah. That helps us out on the YouTube algorithm and boosts us up there, peeps. So twat the like. Don't forget that. It's free to do so, and it will help us compete with some corporations, etc. Drop the thumbs up on it. Right, so earlier on, there's a bit of news in regards to David De Gea just confirming talks with Man United over a new contract. He said, I'm relaxed for sure. It's going to end in a good way. I hope to finish my career at Manchester United. I was saying, this is my club. It's a huge honour to be here, and I'm so happy to be here. So just in regards to David De Gea, there is contract discussions, negotiations that will be taking place, and hopefully we'll reach a positive conclusion very soon. Sign him up, my friends. Let's get him signed up because he is one of the best keepers in the world and our best player for the last decade. Ten Hag previously stated that we are in need of a striker. He says there will be many games to follow, so I think there is a need for a new striker. We need one who can have an impact. Otherwise, you're just burning money and you don't strengthen the squad. So Ten Hag's stance very clear in this January transfer window that we do need to get a striker in. We do need to get a striker in. And also there was a bit of movement in regards to Jack Butland. Today, Manchester United having negotiations, discussions with Butland and Crystal Palace in regards to a potential loan move. Of course, Dubravka going back to Newcastle, recalled from loan. And this is the player to basically replace him to be a backup for David De Gea. That's all. So that's all it is. There's nothing much that interesting has happened today in regards to Manchester United and transfers. We're looking for number 9, maybe another player coming in. Doesn't seem to be happening right now at the moment anytime soon. So we'll keep you posted when that does happen. Maybe we'll get a surprise announcement tomorrow. And Atletico Madrid and Manchester United reach an agreement for a loan fee and to cover his wages for the remainder of the campaign. And we'll see him come in the next few days. Let's hope, fingers crossed. Or we'll see Man United have a bit of cojones, a bit of bollocks, and actually go out there and maybe spend money on a permanent transfer. Maybe bring in Mitrovic for a good goal-scoring option right now. Maybe go out there, have more ambition. Maybe go and spend more money. Maybe go and buy a Vlahovic or an Osimhen or a Gonçalo Ramos. Come on, United! Go out there and sign somebody and improve us because we're desperate for number 9. Right, let's get into the live chat piece. We're going to discuss whatever you want to discuss now. It's time to get into the chat. So have your say Q&A time. If you want to chat in the chat, you only need to be subscribed for 0 seconds. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel so you can chat. Drop a thumbs up for good measure. And let's be having you. It's Q&A time. That won't happen with the Glazers in charge, says Scarboy. Sadly, I don't think they'll spend much money, no. Like I just said about, the 70 minutes. That's all very unrealistic, but that's what I would like to see us do in this window and have ambition. Because we are having a decent season. If they back Ten Hag now, who knows what he could go on and achieve if we had a bit of squad depth. So true, Vooty says Glazers out, then we can do all of that, Pig. Yeah, I know, but I'm getting sick of waiting for these toss bags to go. They've just got to go, don't they? But judging by what's happening, doesn't look like it's going to happen overnight. So We still want to get somebody in January, even if they're still here. I don't think they'll sell before the summer. I don't think they will be out that quickly. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they go in the next month. But it's not that realistic. But we still, regardless of whether they stay or go, we still need to get somebody in January to help us score some goals. Thank you very much, Lookout Tower Radio Unplugged, mate. Get in there. How you doing? Thank you. Let's get a love heart in there. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Super chat, super Lookout Tower. Thank you, Lookout Tower. He says, or a Harry Kane. Oh dear, interpreter needed. Oh, that's a bit harsh, you know, Lookout Tower. My name's Harry Kane. It's like playing football, not my fault. Ball over the top of the net, is it, mate? Dude, we talking about Lookout Tower. I guess you could do with one, actually. Thank you, mate. Gone in March. I hope so, Butanator. Fingers crossed. Okay, let's get a little hashtag Glazers out in the live chat. Yes, hopefully very soon we see the back of those belts. Scarboy says, without backup in the squad, I don't honestly think we'll get top 4. Fair point. I certainly don't think we can have a title challenge unless we strengthen with a couple of really great players, but I think we can get top 4 with what we've got based on how we are doing, based on what Ten Hag's doing, the development of the squad. It's not like we've got terrible depth. It's just that in a couple of key positions, we're lacking. So all of a sudden, we've got options in the centre-back position because Varane and Martinez are going to be doing the main job. Luke Shaw can slot in. You've got the human Slabinator. And, of course, Victor Dwindloff as well for depth. On the left side, you've got Malacia and Luke Shaw can play there. On the right side, you've got Aaron Wan-Bissaka. The midfield is a big problem area for us if Casemiro and Eriksen are not fit. And then up the top of the pitch, we have got a lot of good options apart from at number 9 when we need a goal scorer. So we're not that far away from having a decent sort of bit of depth there, in my opinion. But we do need that depth. Jay Usan says, do you think we were lucky not signing Gakpo? I actually don't, to be fair, Jay Usan. I don't think we were lucky. I think we missed out on another player. Time will tell how good he is. Maybe he'll turn out to be another Darwin Punez for Liverpool. But time will tell. I think he was a good talent. He represented good value. If you're going to spend 80-odd million on Anthony, it makes sense to spend 37 million on Gakpo, who was getting better statistics over there in the Eredivisie. So I don't think so. I think he'll probably turn out to be a decent player for them in the long term. And it's just another player that we could have got, which we haven't got. Malp says, why do we suck so much at transfers? Don't they realise we've got no Cavani, Ronaldo, and injury-prone Martial? So frustrating. Certainly. I think it has to be a highlighted problem now. Ten Hag's spoken about it publicly. I think that's what we are working on. I think we are working on getting a number 9. It's just that we are, like you say, bad at transfers. They don't seem to really be able to make anything happen quickly anymore. Martial gets poked in the eye and he's on the treatment table for a week, folds like a wet flannel. That's the problem, Ryan. He is an injury-prone player. He even came off in the last game with a little knock. Vooty says we got 91 likes on the stream. Tremendous, everyone. Let's get 100 then. Only 9 likes away. Thank you, Vooty. Berber says the Glazers are a human version of a chocolate teapot, says Berber. You know what? People always say that a chocolate teapot's useless, but I actually don't think it's that useless. Because if you filled it with tea and it melted, you've got yourself a load of tea and melted chocolate. I mean, that's decent. I'd say that's much better use than the shithouse Glazers, to be fair, because they've got literally no use. At least you can sup the melty tea chocolate concoction at the end of it, and it'd probably be quite nice. The Glazers, nothing nice about them. You know? That's where games are won in the centre of the park. Let's hope, because Marcus and Bruno stay fit. Glazers don't want to spend, says Scarboy. Liverpool are specialists in buying flops, says Madhouse. Well said, they are indeed. Am I watching Match of the Day tonight? I'm actually not now 786 because I'm doing a stream. So I'm actually going to be back in a little bit doing a FIFA stream. A FIFA stream. That's what we're doing, guys. So make sure you come back and join us in a little bit. I will actually get the stream up in the top of the live chat for anybody that wants to go and watch it with us later. We'll be back on at 11:15. So come and join us for that. But I will be doing a stream tonight, so I'm not really going to be watching Match of the Day properly anyway. But I will put this in the chat and pin it at the top. So please do come and join us. Nice one. I've pinned the FIFA stream at the top. Danny Ings? Yeah. We discussed that a little bit earlier, Rushmano. I mean, for me, you could do a lot worse than Danny Ings. He's sort of proven to be a good level goal scorer. But he's just, not inspiring for me. I would much rather us go and invest a little bit more, go and get somebody, maybe for the future, not just such a short-term fix. But we could do a lot worse. In all fairness. Yeah, he's a proven goal scorer. So, but no, it doesn't inspire me at all. Disco Dave says, Glazers are as welcome in Manchester as a fart in a spacesuit. Love it. Nice one. Gakpo sat in Liverpool thinking, what have I done? That is a tough drive in. You know what I mean? That's a tough drive in, lad. Bring Peter Crouch out of retirement. I would go with Chopper Harris, says Atkins21. Nice one. How you doing today, Atkins21? Thanks, boss. Yeah, there you go, Shane McCarthy. Ex-Liverpool scummer. Who needs it? Danny Ings, that's right. I'd rather sooner get Odi Nagano back for a short-term loan. Let's not forget the Glazers yet again has got us in that position. Spot on, Rushmano. Absolutely. No, João Felix is most definitely not confirmed, Dave the Gamer. So there's a big discrepancy in terms of the amount of money that is on the table for a short-term loan deal to get the job done with João Felix. So no, it's very much not done at all. Madhouse says Danny Ings in the United shirt looks good. If we beat Arsenal and City, are we in the title race? If we beat them, Tayyip Ali, yes, we are. I honestly think so, yeah. Choupo-Moting over that XLFC melt bag. Right, anyway, we don't want either of those guys in all honesty. Right, guys, okay. So I'm going to wrap this video up there. It's just a little short update for you this evening. We're back on in half an hour's time for the FIFA stream. So please do come and join us. I would love to see Giroud started in the team, in all fairness, even though he's an ex-Arsenal scumbag. He's a handsome bastard as well, isn't he, Berber, you know? So, no, but we could get Olivier Giroud in there, and he would be a good... I would take him to Disco Dave as well. Spot on. Smash a 1 in the chat if you would take Olivier Giroud at United. Thank you, Shane McCarthy. Thank you, Stefan. Thank you, Berber, Kingslayer, Roshmano, Compost Smurf. You know, he's old, but he's got his uses. He's a goal scorer. He's a threat in the air, all that kind of stuff, Giroud. He's got a lot of strengths as well as weaknesses, to be fair, Compost Smurf. But I think he would be a very good acquisition for our squad, just as somebody get in there and give you a goal threat and give you some goals just to help the squad out. That's what you need. It wasn't too bad for France in the World Cup, was it? You had a fucking amazing time of it. Right, folks, that's it. Nice short update tonight. Back in half an hour. Go and check out the FIFA stream here. Here is the link to the FIFA stream. Boom. Right there. Go and check that out. And also, if you even if you're not into the FIFA, please do go over there and smash the little like on the FIFA stream before it starts, because that will help us out no end. But thank you to each and every one of you, the 95 legends that smashed the like on this vid. Appreciate you. And just have a great night. Thanks for watching. We'll cover all the latest Man United news when it happens, as it's going on, in a no bullshit, no clickbait way, and just cover the latest haps so you guys know exactly what's going on. So please do make sure you click the bell icon for notifications so you don't miss a thing. Click the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Smash that like button before you go. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and TikTok and Twitch, all the same at Flying Pig United. Check out the website, flyingpigunited.com as well, and the merch site, flyingpigclothing.com, if you want to get yourself a cheeky hashtag Glazers Out t-shirt. You know it makes sense. Thank you, Rajat, Berber, Dutch Christ, Kingslayer, Vutinator, all the mods like Rushmano and Berber as well, and all the members, Duncan, Rajat, Reaper. Thank you so much, everybody, for supporting the show, watching the show. See you on the next one, guys. There's the latest United news of the day. Not a busy day today. Absolute guff. We've come to expect it. Let's hope tomorrow there's a bit more movement in regards to a new acquisition, particularly a number 9. Thank you, Dave the Gamer, Josh Hernandez, Chrissy J. Go and click that link for the FIFA stream, guys, and I'll catch you very, very shortly tomorrow with some more updates. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, as this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.